Joining me is India's High Commission to Ghana, Manish Gupta, to talk about Prime Minister Narendra Modi's five-nation tour, and the first stop is in Ghana. Sir, how do you see Prime Minister's visit and how that is expected to be a game changer for both countries?
It's a great privilege that Honorable Prime Minister is going to visit Ghana for the first time. This is the first time in last 3 decades that we are going to have the visit of an Indian Prime Minister. So this is going to be a defining moment for this partnership. And as you know, India-Ghana ties, they're deep-rooted with a very rich historical legacy. And especially in West Africa, Ghana has been a long-standing partner. So it looks from both sides, and you would have observed the energy on the streets here, especially with the Indian community, that everybody is so excited with the visit.
What are the key areas where you believe that both countries can work? Obviously, gold is one of the major point, but we've seen that human resources have, in the last few years, become very important, isn't it?
Between India and Ghana, we have extensive complementarities between our two economies. Ghana is quite rich in natural and mining resources. On our part, we bring strong capabilities in the manufacturing, IT, technical service sectors, which this country needs the most. That makes it a very ideal partnership between our two countries. And as we move forward in defining this relationship, the quality of human resources will have a big role to play. Because between India and Ghana, one thing you will realize, as countries of the global south, we have young demographics. And secondly, tech is going to play a big role as we shape our economies for the future.
India has been a torch period when it comes to digital and work, and digital India is world famous now. Ghana is looking forward to getting some of that. How do you see the global south, the South-South cooperation benefiting in this way? Because both countries are actually championing the cause of global south.
Yes, Ghana is one of the pivotal countries when it comes to digital innovation and digital infrastructure within sub-Saharan Africa. And here, by all parameters, if you see, Ghana ranks really among the top 5 countries in the continent. They have a decent human capital base, and that's where I think we look forward to the opportunities. We are convinced that Ghana has all the potential to become as a regional hub for the development of the IT sector here in this country, in this region, and also for the wider sub-Saharan Africa.
Oil is also a very crucial, aspect here. People have been talking about, Ghana becoming the next oil exporter. How do you see India can take advantage of that?
Ghana is decent oil and gas resources. In fact, oil commercial production started way back in 2008. So Ghana is already exporting a lot of oil and gas. For us, hydrocarbon sector also provides one of the opportunities. But having said that, they have other mining resources also. Ghana has recently discovered lithium in commercial quantities. So there, I think it offers us an opportunity to go enter into this lithium mining sector, and where we can craft win-win outcomes for both the sides.
Right. Also just wanted to know, there's a lot of investment from India in Ghana. Could you share some of the details, what is the amount that we have been talking about, and if we can have more such investment?
Over a period of time, Indian companies have become part of the Ghana's developmental journey. And if I can trace back, because in this country, the earliest arrivals of Indians here almost date back to 100 years. We came back earlier as traders, and now our companies have diversified. They have set up manufacturing capabilities over here. So in a broad perspective, the Indian companies have invested close to $2 billion in this country in over 900 projects, spanning the areas of agriculture, manufacturing, IT, steel, pharmaceutical sector, to name a select few. And these have been very ably complemented by the government-to-government development cooperation framework. The Indian government has invested close to another $1 billion through grants, lines of credit, and buyer's credit program. So in a way, our portfolio here, the developmental footprint here is exceedingly well in this region.
Anything you are looking forward to? The last question I'd like to ask you, if there is any point, anything that you believe that with Prime Minister Modi's visit, will get a massive boost?
With Honorable Prime Minister's visit, I am so confident that is going to open a new chapter into India-Ghana ties. A new government has assumed power under President Mahama in January. So at the very beginning of his term, we are establishing the highest level political contacts. And this
It's expected that he will be also welcoming Prime Minister Modi in the airport.
that seems very, very likely, and we are quite enthused. The Indian community is also quite excited with the overall developments.
Prime Minister Modi's visit in Ghana is expected to be a game changer when it comes to both countries, and expected to be a massive, it will give a massive boost to the South-South cooperation and for the relationship between India and Ghana.